Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's installment of I F and Love Cinema. And today we're going to be talking about one of my comfort movies, and that is Joe Dirt. This is a Happy Madison movie, Adam Sandler's production company. And it's a movie that is just always, just kind of giving me that sort of warm and cozy feeling because like it has like two of my favorite things, right? Which is just like really immature humor and an actual heart. And as I said in the past, in my Green Knight review, I like movies that are sort of like these big epics, but I like them to be about like just kind of like nobodies, I find those movies like Barry Lyndon, The Green Knight, of course. And don't get me wrong, Joe Dirt is not on that level, but Joe Dirt is a movie about kind of a lovable loser, and it's telling the story of his life, and it's a ridiculous, absurd, journey, of course, but it is one that has like genuine moments of like heart that actually make you like give a crap about what's going on. And at least it does for me. I'm assuming it does for everyone else, but then again, the problem with these sort of comfort movies is they're more subjective than most, at least in my opinion. Um, but Joe Dirt is just a pretty solid movie. Like even taking outside the comedy like elements of it, like it's well structured. Like Joe has a good character arc and stuff like that. Kid Rock is actually good in this, and I've never thought I would say that past like 11 years old. Kid Rock is good in this movie. He's not like Sandler and Uncut Gems or anything, but he's solid. He is a convincing asshole, which considering his general demeanor, can't have been too much of a challenge. But yeah, it's a Sandler comedy. So like its main thing. Well, actually, now that I think about it, like what makes a Sandler comedy is that they're like essentially studio funded vacations, right? Like Sandler just kind of picks like a really cool spot and gets all his friends together for a paid vacation where they kind of shoot a movie to justify them being there. So actually, like now that I think about it, Joe Dirt is a far more ambitious movie than any other Happy Madison movie that I could think of, especially like in the recent years and stuff like that, where it is a journey throughout the United States and stuff. And it's cool to see not just this production company do something like that, but do it well. On a budget with I'm assuming it wasn't too big of a budget, but I think it was. I think it's a pretty well made movie all the way through. It's got like what I think a comedy should have. Right. I feel like too many comedies these days are just like people standing around rooms saying funny things at each other, and I mean I like that kind of humor, but this movie like just look at Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt is a funny looking guy. The idea that his mullet wig has like fused to his skull, that's a funny idea. Like everything about this movie on all aspects of the filmmaking kind of like craft is crafted to be funny and to make you laugh and stuff like that. And it's fun to go back to that. Because I like I said, as much as I do, I do like modern comedy, but I just find too much of it to just kind of be like, you know, the Apatow style where you just kind of sit two funny people down and get like three cameras there and just have them riff for like 20 minutes and cut together the best takes. I mean, I like Apatow comedies, but I feel like that just kind of murdered cinematic comedy. Like absolutely killed it, and but I'm rambling here. Joe Dirt. So another great thing that I really like about this movie is the music. It's the soundtrack. I'm not the biggest fan of Southern rock. I do like a couple of Southern rock tracks, but the tracks they use here, like in all Sandler movies, are super popular songs, super memorable songs from like the '80s and late '70s and stuff. And yeah, like it's well soundtracked. Good use of Southern rock. This is just a pretty solid movie altogether. To the point where like even if you're a film snob, like even if you bring that film snob energy to a comedy like this, like I feel like you're missing the point. Because I don't believe like when you see a movie is telling you what it's trying to be, right? Like I'm not gonna, and then the movie tries to be that, and we judge it on how, at least I do, on how well it succeeds on what I perceive to be its goals. And I think like a movie like Uncut Gems is a movie with a lot of themes, with a heavy character arc with frenetic editing and all that, you know. And it asks a lot of the audience. But this movie, it just kind of asks you to kick back. I was drunker than shit than when I saw it. Like I had to re-record this review because I reviewed it when I was drunk as shit, and it was just like not gonna cut it. But you know, this is just a great fun movie to watch. And especially like it's just fun to go back to this era of comedy filmmaking. Um, and yeah, that's gonna be it for my review today, guys. Joe Dirt, fucking great movie. What do you guys think of it? Make sure you leave a comment below if you've seen it, or what you think about the modern state of comedy and stuff like that. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And until then, peace out.